Join me on my day one of my weekend thrift trip, where I try to find profitable items from thrift stores to sell on eBay and Poshmark. If you're into this kind of content, please like, subscribe, comment below, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, we're going to try to do something different in this trip. More of a vlog style. You can see the lights I did. It's all the lights we have. We normally try to buy them on clearance. But anyways, I'm going to show you the struggles of this. So, you may not be able to see this. I'll show it to you on left of the first store. And I want to try to film in the store because, screw Goodwill. Oh, shoot. Here. Anyways. So, got our bags all set up. Kind of. Let's see. Planning on a big week. We didn't go sourcing Thanksgiving week. Took that weekend off, so had a lot of extra stuff that we didn't get completed the week prior. So we had a little bit of listings to do this week, but it was like 20 of them. And then we got all those listed. This week's been okay. A lot better than Thanksgiving week for sales. But now to the grind. We got 3 more weekends of this before I have to take 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's, because I worked Saturdays on those weeks. But yeah, all right, guys. Next, I gotta get gas. Totally forgot to do that yesterday after work. I was just excited to go bowling with the kiddo, but you can see what time it is. 5:54. I got it. First store opens at 10, and it's like a 3.5 hour drive plus. Being on traffic and weather hopefully is good. I don't know if it'll be good. We're still gonna drive normal. Just so you guys know, that is how far I gotta drive. Like I said, it's about a 3.5 hour drive. It'll be closer to 4, I guess. Oh well. We're gonna start the journey. I told you. You need gas. Man, look at these freaking prices. What's gas like in your guys' area? I'd like to know. Be interesting. Pro tip, never put your card in a gas station pump. I used to work at back office banking for a lot. You will not believe how much fraud is directly associated with gas station pumps. Curious. This is the local-ish casino. They do this every year with the crazy lights, and then this is their truck stop. Looking really pretty. I wish I had the skills and ability to do that, but I don't. By the way, this is like, what time is it? 6:41. So this is like 50 minutes into my drive, so that's why I say local-ish. Alright, we made it to the first Goodwill. This ought to be interesting. Day one in this store is typically pretty good. Again, I'm going to try to get some in-store footage. They've asked me not to do it before, but deep down, I think I'm secretly a rebel. But before that, you can see we actually made really good time. 9:44. So we cut about a minute off the expected time. And I think there is a Starbucks way over there, and my dirty pleasure is just a dark Pike's Place. So I'm gonna go get one of those, and then yeah, we'll see what's going on. All right, Pike's Place secured. Now we're walking back to the car because I need to secure my Goodwill bag so they don't believe I'm stealing, because it's a Goodwill branded bag, right? No. Yeah, none of these cars are mine. this one is though. So yeah, hopefully the next little bit will be in the store. Alright. Bag secured. Also, does anyone else have like one plushie? I know I'm like 36 and I need to grow the hell up, but Charizard's just my companion. He looks cool. Bag secured. Store opens in a minute. Doors shut. Car is locked. We got our typical waiters over here. And yeah, let's see what we find. Okay, so got through the women's, looked through the shoes over there. Did the women's jackets. Now these jackets. I have a little bit of a pile. I'll show you what I found already after I'm done getting through this aisle. So stay tuned. Got some really interesting stuff. You can see here I've been here too long already. For where I'm at. I try to give myself about an hour in the store. So alright. See me here in a second. Decent store. Spent way too much time. You can see. I don't know if you can see. You can't see. But that's okay. Don't need to see it. And of course, parked next to a huge family. But anyways, let's review all the receipts here. Spent $106.52 for all this, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to sort this as I go, of course. Got all our bags. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you, like, I had to get all this situated. Okay, so first, that store is so hard to do anything in. As you can see, I was only able to get a few clips. It's got a little bit of wear, but this Nike Yoga hoodie, full zip hoodie, is really good. Yeah, anyways, probably around $30, even with the wear. It's got a very strong demand, very strong, like, amount listed per sold. I guess you can say that's sell-through rate to some extent, but yeah. Next is this Nike Aero Swift. These shorts always do well. These are men's. I priced these around $30. It's a little weird trying to figure out comps on some of this stuff sometimes, because there's people that like just sell it super low, and I think it's just because they don't know how to actually list the item. I don't know, this cord thing is stuck down here. There we go. Stupid. Sometimes I hate parts of this truck, but I love it at the same time. This is a cool thing. This is a Patagonia. This is called the Dirt Craft jersey, long sleeve. These have super strong comps, around $30, $35. I'm gonna price it high, $35. Be excited about that. This is a secondary item, just a FootJoy polo. I got a few secondary items. That store is quickly becoming mostly just a polo store. Let's see, where's the other one? Here it is. Here's like a Nike one with a print on the front. Mind you, I'm only paying like $5 and under for those. There's one more in here for $7. Got this Roark. This is the Snake and Dagger Cotton Linen Blend. Button up. It is a small, unfortunately, but that should be okay. That's not a big deal. Did pay $7 for this. It's just a tank top. It's a women's, but it is Janji. It's kind of their older style of plaid. I've had good luck with that brand. For $5. Here's a Lululemon. I think this is the Dry Sense tank top. And honestly, it's kind of short. It feels like it's cropped for women. Maybe it's a men's. I don't know. I'll have to do the measurements and determine. But those always do really well. The metal vent and that line. $8. This is just a very basic Bad Birdie, but I like the. I mean, it might do okay. There's a polo. Here's another Bad Birdie. I was pretty stoked. I rarely find like anything else other than Nike half the time. So it's got these cool monkeys. Those are probably both around 25 to 30. I'll save that for last because that's probably gonna be a keeper for me. Here's for $8, some Built Everyday 2.0, size small. There is a stain on the back pocket. I don't know if you can see that. Some light blue. That's not a big deal. People will still buy that. It's very, very unnoticing. And normally I would price these around like $35. But I'll price it with the stain like around 30 and take an offer down to 25. Seems kind of ridiculous, but that's just how the game goes. Here's a Salvador Ferragamo. I didn't look this up. $10. It's a 2XL polo. Feels super high quality. Really nice. This is probably the best item out of all of this. If you don't recognize that logo, that is Kimes Ranch. This is the Alex. It's a women's. Really, really awesome brand of pants there. Only spent $10. Now this store had some really high prices on some stuff, but as you can see, I was able to navigate and only pay certain amounts just because I'm being super selective. And this is a brand I highlighted once before on this channel when we did like a deep dive of merino wool. I don't do those videos anymore. They're just boring and no one really likes to watch it. But Vormi, now this has some stains. So I'm gonna soak it in OxyClean, but this might be just a buy for me anyways. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's gonna be a buy for me. So we're gonna stick all this back in here, grab this, stick this back over here, and we're gonna start heading over to the next store. Hopefully, that store is generally a little bit slower, so I'll be able to get some stuff done, but yeah, see you there. All right, well, the next store. Let's grab our bag. What's up, Charizard? Yep, here's the next store. The store's kind of in a rough part of town, but I always seem to find the best stuff here, so yeah, see you in there. One of my favorite sections, just the shorts in general. Let's see, do you think we'll find anything special here? This is 10,000. Ooh, $7. There's that X back there. It's probably a buy. Look her over again. Ah, stuck. Damn hangers. This feels like Spanx. Shape mint. I don't know about that. Too much. If I can find that in my wife's size though. She's been looking for a pair of them booty shorts, and trust me, I want to find it for her. There's a Spanx. I've been finding a lot of this lately. Spanx has been kind of going out of their normal. Oh, this is some baggies. Patagonia baggies. Not the best. Looking for the men's or the pattern. Those are the best. Let's look. No. Ooh, nope. Thought that was non-hardware. That is though. Oof, $10. Pass on that. Maybe like a $7 to $8 thing. If this says Nike Aeroswift, we'll look it up. Yeah. Maybe not. See that? Condition. There's some condition issue here. See that? I'm gonna pass. I always pass on Nike that has any condition issue on the logos. This is looking like another 10,000 piece. That it is. Pick that up. It's really only one or two brands I'm looking up here. Find it from time to time again. This should be obvious. Lululemon and whatnot. Dude, I keep getting caught on this darn thing. Alright, let's see what we find down here. Maybe we'll find some more 10,000. What are you? Nope. That's... Oh, come on, focus. Some Patagonia. 8. I think we'll try to investigate what these are. They're clearly a woman's. Those are pretty sweet. Let's see what else we find in here. Some Duluth. How much they want for these? $10. That's got to be a clearance item. If you guys don't know, women's Duluth is really good. This is Under Armour. It's kind of hard to get down here. We might have something good here. Oh, made in China. Those are made in the US. That would have been a freaking win. Made in Thailand. Ooh, these are John G. Maybe? Oh, I don't see the... What are these? I have no idea. Ooh, these are Chuckies for $7 or $8. Just know why the ooh, got interior damage there. Likely condition's gonna be a factor there. Do you see that? I do. These are always worth it. On Cloud. Dang, this is pretty good. I used to pick up these Hurleys all the time. What are these? Nike? No. Ooh. These are great. These are chutneys, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder what... Problem is like... If it was summer, I'd pick that up. Some wrong hardware, but... Let's see, they want $13 for it. Kirkland. Raise. That is Adidas. You got a couple of those. I'm not a fan of those. Some of that stuff's good, but those feel nice, but again, getting into just very basic. Huh? Got a new rack here. Whoa. Grates the wheels or something. Fake Levi's. Wrangler, J.Crew, Boston. It's probably gonna be dead. Moss. Yeah, they're dead. Alright. Just went through the whole shirts. We got a few finds. I don't know if you can make that out. That is Wawmaker. Kind of looks like a women's shirt. But it's like got a men's button style. So I'm not sure, but Wallmaker is excellent, so we're gonna grab that. Got this Patagonia shirt. I forget what these are called, but these are one of the better like styles. I am paying up for it, but remember everything averages out. This is a secondary store. I just sold one. Mind you, I only pay half of that. I would not pay full price for those because I only sell them for 16 plus shipping. And the last thing is an All Saints. These like really different feeling ones are really always really good to me. Medium. Let's see here. The Mallorca short sleeve shirt. We'll double check, but I'm almost certain that's a good find. So yeah, some other things I found off camera there was this Nike Aeroswift tank for women. That'll do great. I didn't look at the shoes, but nothing here striking me as anything fancy. You can let me know if in the comments you see anything. But we're gonna look at the pants and stuff. So yeah. I also just wanted to share. So one of my favorite brands of pants for men and women is Prana. But this is what I have to contend with. So I gotta pray that they make it to clearance, which is just half off days, and odds are they don't. In this store, I'm not really here during the beginning of it, so people always snag it. But that's the plight, and I wonder if any of you got to deal with that as well. Let me know. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I struggle sometimes with patience, especially with people who just like, you know, you're standing there looking at, going through a rack, and they just like either cut right in front of you, or they come up right up on you within like a couple inches. It's like, do you not know there's personal space? It's like, geez Louise, people. But anyways, that store was pretty solid. We spent $94.88. You saw everything I picked up, so I'm not going to show you again. So I'll see you at the next store. Anyways, I'm watching catastrophe of people. Anyways, I'm going to probably skip my next store and just go to the biggest store that I go to on day one. Just on a time crunch. I mean, that store right on time. That was really good. But you can see what time it is. I've been at this for 3 hours and only hit 2 stores. So not ideal, but we're going to go ahead and move on and get to that big store. And hopefully we have like a 30 count. That'd be great. This is the biggest Goodwill I go to. This typically takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how good the stuff is. They have very consistent new racks, and the store is just such a high velocity, high turnover store. It's so great. But with that, there's also a ton of resellers. It's always packed. I've learned that I have to park on the street because it makes it easier to get in and out. But yeah, I'll see you guys if I see anything interesting. Alright, so I've gone through the activewear tops, activewear bottoms, short sleeve shirts. So we got these. These are chubbies. It's like a triple XL. I'll grab those. This for $10. Where's the brand? Alder. Now these do have a flaw. Now Alder is a fantastic brand, if you don't know. We got like some stains. I'm not sure if that'll come out, but we're still gonna grab that. 8 more. 10,000. Grab that. Some of my favorite. It's one of the only figs I still pick up. The Salted Seamless. It's like $30. Patagonia hoodie for men. This is a $30 bill. I am paying up for it though. Just fine. This is a secondary store item, but this polo here, $4. This will go for like $16 price point. Still gotta look this up, but I know the Cloud Cotton from Faherty is a really nice line from them. Never found a polo. I gotta look up solid black Grayson. You know what? Probably not. See that wear? Yeah, it translates to the back here, so we'll put that back. This we're gonna buy for like 10. This is the Trekkie North Charter in that orange. That's really nice. This is a new brand, Errol's Barcelona. Never heard of that. I gotta look that up. Masio. Now that, if I'm not mistaken, this is a decent brand, but I think the pattern has to be loud, and this is a secondary store item too. So we got a lot to go through, but I'll check back with you guys here in a second. Alright, I'm gonna make this quick. So for 8, we're gonna take this Robert Graham. It's got this cool pattern. It's an XL and it's a linen blend. Next, we're gonna pay way too much for it, but our Turk's button up in really excellent shape. It's like a probably around $40, $50 shirt. We found 2 pairs of these. So pro tip, when you see this is the 2.0 Zion 2.0, and the reason you know what the 2.0 is with how that's done. So we'll grab both of those for 13. This is a Nike AW84 hat with a zipper right there. So this is like a $50 hat. Grab this blazer, first blazer of the day, 13. I mean, it was very selective. So about 36 small, J. Crew, deconstructed. It was on the cusp of not being a good pickup, and actually now I'm looking at it, I wonder if it's stained right there. Yeah, I think there's a stain right there. Everything we're passing that. And last item we're picking up is for 10 is this Athleta Venice High Rise. Really good. Passing on this Peter Manning Henley. I can get that on clearance. This Masio pattern just isn't good enough. This is an expensive brand, but there's like nothing to go on. And this Varity Cloud Cotton, which would be a secondary store at clearance. Just nothing good. So, we'll move on to the next store, guys. Alright, that store. We got 2 more stores. I don't know how much footage I'm going to be able to get inside the stores. I'm going to need to because it's getting dark, right? But we got a lot of items for $114.80. And that store was pretty darn solid. Like, I'll have to show you everything. It's just, the problem with this store is it's small on the inside. Small on the inside, and just like anytime you go to like try to record or something, it's just like people in the way, people like looking you down, you know, plus you get the standard, you know, people coming in within like 5 inches of you. Just a little wild. So what we'll do here is we'll just do the normal, what we would always do here. I'm gonna get my bag situated so it makes it a little easier when I sort it all. So we paid $13. I love buying these Nike Go leggings, full length and 7/8 only, and they have to be the Nike Go. I priced these at $35. I generally get 28 to 35 bucks plus shipping, of course. Here's a great brand. Got it for half off. I haven't been looking at the shorts too well, but Dandy Del Mar. Really awesome brand. It's sold on Huckberry. It's just one of those like kind of frat boy kind of brands. That's a secondary store. If you don't, I would assume you guys would know this brand by now. Clothing Arts. This is the P Cubed pant. These are still selling extraordinarily well for over like 45-50 bucks. Secondary store. Got a lot of good secondary store stuff in this one. I love buying these Fox Ranger shorts, and the pants do well. I had actually just sold for as slow as eBay's been the last like 2 weeks. I did sell one of the Ranger like water pant, so that was really good. This is a Viore short. I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to look it up, but there you go. Really good brand, really good item. Viore's doing really well still. $10 for these Nike Aeroswift shorts. Second pair today I found of those. Those will do really well around 35. Paid half off of this for some Fabletics only pant. I like picking these up. I don't like to spend a lot on them, only because even though the demand and the amount of sales that are happening every month tell me it's a good item, I just don't trust Fabletics. I don't know what it is, so I don't mind spending like $5. Do not want to spend above 10. What did I pay for this? They had to re-tag it because the tag came off, so I don't even know. Oh, $8. It's another one of these Roark shirts. This one in size large. It's the Snake and Dagger. I'll take that. Got another one of these. This is like the Del Rey or Del Rey shirt from Patagonia. It's one of the better long Patagonias. Priced at around 30. Not too bad. Let's see, what else do I got up in here? I didn't even look up comps for this. Really good brand. What we got here? Stio. Men's extra large pearl snap shirt with a really hot bucking Bronco on there. And then the last item for $10 is this flannel. What size is it? Because the wife might steal it. It's a medium. She might still try to steal it, but it's Outdoor Research. This is the, let's see here. The more recent Outdoor Researches will have the style name underneath the material tag. Women's Feedback Flannel Twill. And the important thing is it's the twill. If it wasn't the twill, it wouldn't be as great. So, really happy with that. That was a great stop as well. I'm hoping that, you know, this week with the infusion of all these items, we actually have a much better sales week, but time will tell. See you at the next store. Okay. This is about the 5th store. Next Goodwill Superstore. Try not to get hit by crazy people turning into here. And then, yeah, see what we got in here. Alright, well, we got a lot to show in a quick, short period of time. But Lulu Pulitzer, really good pants. Yeah, probably around 35. Mountain Hardware. The ones you really want to look for the pattern. Small, but these are the Dynamite ankle in camo. I normally stay away from the small. This was obviously a buy. This was the Icebreaker pants. Nike dry fitted pants. I've sold like 3 of these in the last 90 days with this like jacquard pattern. This is a secondary store item. Paying 15, but this is a what is it called? Metal vent hoodie, and $5 for a metal vent short sleeve, and then $5 for a metal vent tank. So all really good. FootJoy Dry Joys with this American flag is practically brand new. This is probably like $50. Paying 15 for it. We'll pay 10 for a metal vent long sleeve, priced around 30. I'll pay 7 for a Viore. This is the Stratotech tee. I will also be paying 7 for a proof. I think this is the 72-hour tee. This is a secondary item. Robert Graham in an XL for $10 in this really awesome pattern. It's an easy 35. My hangers. I need to get the hangers. I should have taken the hangers off, guys. This Nike Court Polo has great sales used for around 30 to 35. Lily Pulitzer for 15. This is a $50 bill. Secondary store. This is $7 for an Orvis Pro sun hoodie. Really good there. It's like
about 30 bucks for Orvis is really good. And the verdict for this is, it's hard to look up, but I did find it. It sells for around 120 bucks brand new. So, yeah, great stop. I'll see you at the next store. All right, so I lied. I only made it to 5 stores. Didn't make it to 6. But what I find interesting is that last store was really good. 28 items. I found some additional items as I was waiting in line, so I went out of line and then spent another half hour and found like 8 more items. So really solid store. We spent $701 and a penny between 5 stores. We averaged $8.35 per item as an average buy cost, which is very good considering that's what I average throughout the year, and 84 items. So guys, what do I think about day 1? Recording the way I did was a little bit more challenging, but it was enjoyable. I actually didn't mind it at all. Sometimes I feel like I'm just like fighting through people. The stores were packed, but overall, not bad. It is a little nerve-wracking sourcing when sales are so slow. Like I said, last week was pretty awful, and this week has felt even worse. And I don't really remember what it was like last year during the holidays, like this last couple weeks following, leading up to Christmas. But I feel like it wasn't this bad. And it might just be a greater economic thing. I also haven't really listed anything. I think out of the last 14 days, we've listed 3 days, which is fine. I still am getting sales. It's just a lot slower. I also am finally under 1,200 items. In fact, as of this video, I think we're at like 1,248 or 1,148, 1,148 items in the store, which is great. We have a long way to go. I want to reduce that by another 400 at a minimum, because I just don't want that many items in the store. The more items I have, that just shows that I'm not sourcing correctly, and that's a problem. So hopefully sales pick up. You saw a lot of what I picked up, and most of it actually, and I'm very confident that most of it will sell. It's just that weird time of the year for used goods, I bet. So, but guys, let me know down in the comments section, what was your best find of the week? How's your sales? Are your sales sky high or are they sky low? Sky low? That doesn't make any sense. Rock bottom? Rock bottom. Yeah, it's gotta be rock bottom. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you viewing. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Remember to please like, subscribe, comment below, and until next time, rule the day.